Another day, another grind. We are here on the Total Tavern map, Borderlow Landing, and it is Talon the Claw once again on Bretonnia, and his reinforcements or his ally is on the Tomb Kings. Then we have Slaanesh with Zered Cat and the Dwarfs as allies. So that's pretty much interesting. You have a very sturdy lineup with the Dwarfs, and then this very quick and mobile faction here. So yeah, let's get into it. We can look into. So we have Knights Errants here. We have Chosen of the Gods. Arkan the Black is here. Then another, yeah, a lot of chaffs here. Who is flying here? King Lewin, for sure. We have the Grail Relic. We have a Green Knight. Very interesting. Cool tech here, for sure. On the other side, we have Malachi Makaisen, the sniper of the dwarves, right? He is here to shoot a lot. I guess those flame cannons will do a lot of damage. And then we have the Herald of Slaanesh plus a lot of, yeah, warriors, Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh plus Iron Breakers here. So really sturdy, yeah, front line here. On the side, we have miners with blasting charges. Pretty interesting. Yep, let's get into it. Let's fast forward. So the Green Knight here is moving into the point or taking the point. And then once again on this map, it's usually you look for the fight in the middle and some kind of shenanigans through the woods to take the side points or the home point objectives here. Yep, and I'm pretty much interested to see how the dwarves and the Slaanesh perform. The bolt throwers and the flame cannon. I guess that the flame cannon is really good here in the matchup against the Tomb Kings. Skeleton warriors and the Tomb Kings don't like fire, so they can't regenerate, and that's probably the idea. With the RRR, some Polka Stalkers here, they're on the side, and yep, using mobility by Bretonnia is going to be crucial. We have miners here. I don't think that the miners are pretty good because the Sepulchre Stalkers will probably do enough damage on them. Or is the range? The range is kind of similar, so that could hurt. Yep. And here, once again, King Lewin flying around looking for some pigs maybe, but there is nothing really exciting. The Grail Relic is here, probably to buff up, and immediately the bolt throwers shooting into the Ushabtis. So yeah, immediately trying to take out the artillery. Flame cannon as well, right? Wow, good damage here on all those skeleton units. And now blasting charges online, throwing them onto the skeletal warriors, and that is huge damage. Yeah, really nice. Even though they wanted to run away, there is no chance, and they have still one blasting charge, but I don't think that this is going off. Royal Pegasus Knights summoned here immediately to scoop around the battlefield, and also Chaos Furies for the, yeah, for Slaanesh. Then Defenders of the, so Knights Errants are our version here moving in, but the main attraction is here in the middle. We have a couple of units pretty nicely positioned here behind the pillow, so the flaming cannon can't really hit, and the flame cannon is shooting into the Grail Relic. And I'm kind of curious, why do you blunder this support infantry unit here immediately? Like, move away, use the buff. That's a blunder here for sure. Like, you can't tell me that that was the idea from the beginning, yeah? But anyways, we have the Knights Errant here crunching those devoted marauders, and I guess they can take the point unless the Ironbreakers have something to do against it. Now, the Royal Air Force summoned here by the dwarf player. Gyrocopters here online. They will probably swoop around the battlefield and do a lot of damage. And a nice charge into the horsemen, and we have the Pegasus Knights, also Royal Pegasus Knight jumping in, doing damage. One lonely one. And yes, that's kind of it. Marauder Horsemen here, kind of, once again, not a good engage against all those units here. So yeah, this is how you could potentially lose. But we have Heartseekers now. Heartseekers are probably better here in this engagement, and they have immediately been spotted by the Royal Pegasus Knights, plus Hellstriders here as well, so they are pretty good against Riders, right? Now you need to use those Hellstriders. Oh, nice. Nice catch here by the Furies. Trying to stomp a little bit, but they get hurt. Sorry, my man. King Lewin is here. That is gonna hurt for sure. We have a Thane and a Runesmith now, so support magic or rune magic is going down, and yeah, I would say Slaanesh and the Dwarfs are leading here for now, right? And the Royal Air Force could defend this point here against those Knights Errants. Couple of halberds are sending in, plus Ushabti here for probably more power on the battlefield. We have Marauder Horsemen here off Slaanesh. They get really blundered. I don't know. Use them. Move them. I think they're right now, when I saw that they were affected by something. But other than that, like, no one used them for anything. And Knights Errant jumping into the bolt throwers here. Really good opening for Slaanesh and Bretonnia. They can really crunch, not Slaanesh, for Bretonnia. Slash down the bolt throwers, but another bolt thrower. No, Thunderers. Thunderers summoned in. I have to zoom out for that action here. We have Thunderers 2 times going in. Really nice stuff here. So those units, or those guys, are pretty good generals for sure. The Green Knight taking time and taking his beating, or beats up Malachi. Makaisen, he is running off, so I think a little bit awareness is lost by Slaanesh and the Dwarves. And we have miners here trying to get the point, but probably that won't be possible against the Skeleton Warriors and Sepulchre Stalkers. So value-wise, we have 8,080. So value-wise, there is not much difference, unless when we take into account that the Tomb Kings can heal up here a little bit. They're probably a little bit up on that point. So Cambrian War Sphinx summon in. Interesting stuff. And not the RR version that you usually see, but this is still pretty good. Pretty good against even those Iron Breakers, because it is armored, armor piercing, and anti-infantry, so even those Iron Breakers will know what pain is after the long fight. Another unit of Hellstriders moving anti-large. They can probably take care a little bit of the War Springs, but this, yep, they're going in for that. We have Men-at-Arms very deep into enemy territory. Point number 3 is contested by... Who is it? It is contested now by Slaanesh and Co. And they are taking the point. Okay, on the other side, pretty much nice defended here by Sepulchre Stalkers and the Warriors over there. What do we have? So now Carrion summoned in. Interesting choice. I don't know. Is it... Yeah, it is going onto the gyrocopters here. So now, yep, nice heal is going down onto the Pegasus, Royal Pegasus Knights. So somewhere I assume there must be, maybe she healed him up. I am not sure, because I don't see a damsel here. Maybe I'm a little bit, yep, another heal is going down. So I guess there must be somewhere a damsel maybe. We have Horse Archers here also shooting a little bit in. Yeah, we have still Sepulchre Stalkers here supporting the middle point. And it seems like that King Lewin, Bretonnia, and the Tomb Kings, not Kicks, they are slowly but surely Yeah, losing on points here. They are trying their best, but somehow Slaanesh and Dwarfs are pretty sturdy here on the middle point. But now it is starting to flip. So now they have the capture weight on their side and probably will force the Dwarfs and Slaanesh to overcommit. Yes, this is it. Point is taken. Now we have a 2-1 advantage for Bretonnia and the Tomb Kings. There is no hidden ambush moving in over the woods here. We have miners here summoned in, probably just because to try to do as much damage with those miners as you can, and they're pretty yeah, cheap. Now Chaos Furies here. They are summoned in, going for the peasant mob. So this ambush is probably not very effective. And still, Air Force wise, we have good, nice heals here for the swings. We have the tower. And I guess that this is pretty much a nice blob fight. But it's favorable for Tomb Kings and Bretonnia. Over here, those peasants, they made it. One peasant mob is fighting the Chaos Furies, which they probably lose. And this peasant mob, oh my god, they are wavering. They're still standing here. That's kind of okay-ish. But I don't know if that holds for long. Maybe the Herald of Slaanesh will move here in and it breaks them pretty fast. Both throwers, oh, pretty bad positioning here. So yeah. Let's see what happens. Man, oh man. If they take the third point here, I guess that Tomb Kings and Bretonnia are pretty much winning when that happens, for sure. There is no pressure on point number 1 from the red side. And we have a couple of Marauder Horsemen summoned in. What do we have here? Unfortunately, Malachi Makaisen will go down as the Dwarven Sniper. He is moving out. He is bleeding. And the Green Knight can't really run after Makaisen. Because those Furies, that's a nice situation here. Blocking the way. And now they're flying off. Oh my god. No, you can't do that. Malachi Makaisen is going down now. Why are you doing that? Yeah, it's done. I'm not sure if that was the play that you needed. But yep, it is what it is. Blob fight still favoring here in the middle. But what do we have? We have once again Bretonnia trying for the third objective here. Jumping into those miners. They don't have blasting charges whatsoever. So they are just cannon fodder or maybe horse fodder, I don't know, but immediately in response here by Marauder Horsemen, which are probably moving somewhere in where you don't want to have them, like in the middle. I don't know. I would defend this point here with the Marauder Horsemen for sure. Devoted Marauders of Slaanesh also moving into the blob fight here. And yep, Herald of Slaanesh kind of beaten up, not paying attention a little bit. They dig too deep and too greedily, right? Too deeply and greedily. And now the Slaanesh, Herald of Slaanesh is paying his toll for sure. Troll taxes. I call that troll taxes. But Ark in the Black, pretty much, yeah, surviving here. Bonking the Runesmith. And it looks pretty dire. Because Bretonnia and the Tomb Kings slowly but surely getting the points value here. And also value-wise, let's look at that. We have 1, 2. Yeah, that is around 20. The value is still the same, but of course, Tomb Kings have the advantage in the healing. Because those flaming cannons here, I have to say, let's look at the value. I don't think the value could be higher, but the Bretonnian player did really a great job with the Royal Pegasus Knights to disrupt the shooting here. And that is pretty much what brings them a good position for a W. Malachi Makaisen is summoned in once again, so he is back. He said, "I'm just drinking a little stout, and then I'm coming back here," and that is exactly what he's doing. But I don't know if that's kind of like what you should have done. I would probably protected him longer and not summon him in. But yeah, afterwards you're always smarter. Carrions flying into, what do we have here? Once again, the Thunderers. Yep, you go for the big threats. And the big threats are here. Let's see, Thunderers. What do they have value-wise? Yep, not that high. And we have the Flame Cannon crew. Yeah, because the flame cannons, well, we have still 2 flames cannons here. So when he noticed that, he can move in and has 2 units here for sure. Because value-wise, I would say they were okay-ish, maybe. Okay, middle point. So point number 1 is secure. Point number 3, basically also in the clutches of dwarfs here, but there are more and more units trickling in. I don't know if that is enough, but yeah, middle point. Middle point is the thing to go. And I would say that it looks like Tomb Kings and Bretonnia will take the W. King Lewin's still pretty much online, going for the new Thunderers here, plus the Carrions. So yeah, they can fly here unscathed, untouched. That comes also because Slaanesh doesn't have a big roster when it comes to ranged units, so you can't shoot them effectively, and that is what basically happens here. There's nothing, not much coming into the middle to threaten the capture weight here. So I assume that Power and Talon Claw, they will be victorious here. Yeah, let's fast forward here, because this is the last resistance here. This is the second point that was kind of taken, and here we are. So let's get into it. I guess this dude did a great job. He hunted Malachi and did a great job. Also King Lewin, kind of okayish. We have those knights. I personally say that those knights weren't the greatest ones. I mean, but the other ones that were summoned here, you can see this is value city for sure. And we had a damsel, as I thought. On the Tomb King side, I think Arkan the Black did a little bit what he's supposed to do. Then, of course, your usual Ushabti Great Bows, Sepulchre Stalkers did well. And putting it together with a okayish War Sphinx performance, I assume that is what you want to see. For Slaanesh, you blundered the beginning with the Marauder Horseman here. And afterwards, let's look into it. I would say that the Chaos Furies, they performed pretty well. And also the Heart Seekers here that were summoned in. On the Dwarf side, Ironbreakers did good. Like, I mean, this is a defensive unit, and they have great value. Like, this one's here kind of on the same level. I mean, defensive units usually don't survive that, don't get that much value when it comes to damage. But I mean, this unit did for sure. On the other side, I think you picked, you have the bolt throwers. They probably overperformed, but it didn't really help. Also, gyrocopters, kind of okayish. Let's see, what about the Thunderers here? We had the Grudge Rakers. They probably, so in general, I don't know with the Runesmith and the Thane, but overall, kind of nice game. And for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.